Yo, what's going on everybody? It's your boy KAIO and I'm back again this time to give you another One Piece video, and in today's video I'm going to be giving you guys my predictions for One Piece chapter 1006. I'm going to give you two scenarios on what I think / want to happen, and then later on I'm going to try and guess what Oda's most likely going to do, even though the man's very hard to predict because he just can chop and change and give us something that we didn't even expect to happen. But in this case, with the two major things that are going on right now, well, I guess there could be a third one, which I could elaborate on a little bit later. But for the most part, it looks like it's going to be focusing on either Nico Robin versus Black Maria or going back to the rooftop. Those are the two scenarios that I'm going to be going with here, starting off with Nico Robin. And the reason I want to start off with Robin on this one is because it's been a while. It's been a really, really long while since we actually seen Robin actually have anything major to do. It has been far too long, and you know what? A lot of people are ready for this. I'm ready for this. It's about time. And I think that Oda's going to want to showcase a lot of Robin against Black Maria, because Black Maria is going to be no pushover. Yes, Robin got the spank attack in, but at the end of the day, it's not going to be that easy. I'm not expecting it to be like a pushover, but then I'm not expecting it to be like really, really hard for Robin, because we've yet to see what Robin's actually fully capable of. We don't even know if the woman has Haki. And I'm hoping and I'm thinking that she actually does have Haki, because why wouldn't she? She is the most intelligent person on the crew. But when it comes to fighting and everything, we've only ever seen Luffy, Sanji, Zoro and Jinbei display Haki abilities. Oh, and Usopp, of course. I forgot about Usopp. It's because he rarely ever uses it. But those are the only crew members to have used it. Whereas Nami, I don't think she's got Haki. Maybe she might eventually learn it. That's a huge possibility. Chopper's another one. Obviously, Usopp's got the observational Haki. Frankie's just Frankie, and he's fighting Sasaki, and he's doing pretty well right now. So I'm not really worried about him. Brook, I don't know about Brook. Is it even possible for Brook to use it? Most likely. He could probably use observational Haki, but at the end of the day, someone like Robin and the fight that she's... I forgot about Brook's swords as well. But yeah, going back to Robin, she uses her hands and her feet and everything, so I think that this is the chance to show that she has ornament Haki and observational Haki. I think she's that character that possesses both of them. I think that she would be absolutely cool using that. Can you imagine just like the amount of arms that springs out on Black Maria, and like just using Haki to like hit her and then bringing down her feet as well, just like trying to stamp on her? That would be pretty sick. But I'm sure Oda's going to want to reveal a lot more of what Robin can actually do, because okay, yeah, we've seen bits here and there, and it's not really been like, oh my god, Robin, like, you're awesome. We know she's awesome. Like, I'm not denying the fact that she's not awesome, because she is, but I want to see more. I want to see more when like she's fighting. And I think Black Maria is going to be that perfect person for Oda to showcase us what Robin is all about. So yeah, we could get a full chapter on Robin versus Black Maria. I would want that to happen, but are we most likely to get that? No, because knowing Oda, he might actually switch back to the rooftop battle, or he might focus on maybe giving us the rest of the fights that are going on. We saw a very like quick glimpse of Marco and King. We saw Frankie and Sasaki going at it. And we see Nami and Usopp, but there is no ulti or page 1. But I have said that I think there will be a fight between those guys. I can just see it happening. Like, Oda pretty much showed it earlier on. Of course, people could say, well, that was just like a one-off, but I can see it potentially happening because we are getting those fights. So you can't really rule it out, well, unless you got someone else coming in. Of course, there is Jack, so there is a possible lineup that I could see happening with a fight between Jack and Sanji, which I will elaborate on as well. But for the time being, if I could have anything, I would like to see a full fight on Nico, Robin and Black Maria, because I think it is very much needed. And I'm pretty sure for you guys watching at home as well that you'll agree. I'm pretty sure you guys want to see Robin versus Black Maria, or if not, how about this? Like I said, Sanji versus Jack. That is a huge, huge possibility that they could cross paths. I didn't expect Jack to be back up. I'm not saying he was dead. I didn't expect him to die. But I wasn't expecting him to sort of be up already. But he is. And then, of course, you've got Sanji. Both of them are currently healing right now. So you could say they're kind of an even sort of like strength scale here. I'm not power scaling by any means. I'm just saying that from the injuries that Sanji has sustained from Black Maria, they're not significant compared to what Jack experienced against Nakumamashi and Inuarashi. You got to think Jack's had time. Well, Jack's had a little bit of time to heal. Sanji is pretty much on that same level, I would say, and I think that this could be the perfect fight. Seeing the Mammoth Boy and our favourite cook going head to head. And I think it could be a very, very good fight. Of course, I originally did intend on Sanji fighting King. And I still, for some reason, don't really want to rule it out. But I think we may have to rule it out if it keeps going between Marco and King, because it looks like Marco's having a hell of a time. Not in a bad way, but in a good way. It's like he's enjoying fighting King, which is great. And I'm hoping that we get to see a little bit more of that. So if I could say, for the whole scenario that we're getting now, I would either like to see a full chapter of just Robin versus Black Maria. I'll be happy with that, because then we get to see a lot of stuff that, well, seeing what both of them are capable of and showing all their different variety and range of attacks of what they can do. I'm cool with that. If not, maybe show us like half of the chapter and then sort of go off to the others. So like Sanji and Jack, if that was to happen. Or if we're going to see Nami versus Ulti and Usopp versus Page 1, that would be pretty cool. I like the sound of that. And then we've got Yamato, Shinobu and Momonosuke. I don't see them doing anything significant for a while. I think that will probably come later on. But in any case, that's what I'd like to see. And also Frankie versus Sasaki. I think if Oda is going to go with that, so this is where I'm going to bring Oda's point in, and I think what he's most likely going to do, it's probably going to be between those two if we're heading in that direction. This is my other scenario that I think could happen. I think that Oda may send us right back to the top. Plus, this is what I would also want as well. Because we got the reveal of Hybrid Kaido. And then we've had a couple of chapters plus a break in between. So it does feel like it's been quite a while since we've seen what's gone on at the top. So if we are to return to the top, what do I think will happen and what would I want to happen? I'm hoping that when we go back up, that we're actually going to get a full-on brawl from Kaido and Big Mom versus the Supernova. I can see that happening. With Luffy, I think he still might be down for a while for the majority of this chapter. Maybe he might get up halfway through. Maybe he already will get up. Or maybe he might be saved until the end. And if anything, I feel like Luffy, because he's the main character, it most likely will be at the end that he jumps back up. Not because he needs, like, well, he does need the 10 minutes. But what I'm saying is I don't think Oda's going to really do a big countdown. I feel like we've got past that stage now. We pretty much saw it at Whole Cake Island as well when he was going against Katakuri. He was dodging Katakuri for the longest time, just using Brûlé to jump in and out of mirrors and then finally come back in and then went up against Katakuri. But because I feel like he's using Armament Haki, I don't feel like it may take as long, like when we're reading it, if you know what I mean, through the chapters. In time of One Piece, yes, it will feel like that long until Luffy can use Haki again. But when you think about it, when we're reading it, I'm sure Oda's going to want to sort of, you know, speed it up a little bit, get Luffy back up and running. But because he's the main character, that's why I don't see him getting up till maybe either the end of this chapter or into next chapter, because I'm sure that Oda's going to want to sort of showcase what Hybrid Kaido is capable of, and going by what he's probably most likely going to do is we're going to see Kaido and Big Mom dominate. I'm not saying that Zoro's going to get dominated, I'm not saying that Kid or Law's going to get dominated, but I kind of feel like he's going to want to make Kaido look like very, very brutal, and the only way I can see him doing this is actually taking out some of the Supernova, not killing them, but injuring them quite a bit. Not to the extent of like losing limbs or anything like that, but I'm talking like maybe just getting knocked out for a little bit. And this is where the Zoro fans are going to love this. I see this, and possibly going into next chapter, if Luffy doesn't get up at the end, I can see Zoro actually having a one-on-one with Kaido in his hybrid form, and I think he will have the durability. Well, he does have the durability, but I think he'll, you know, last quite a lot longer against Hybrid Kaido than the rest of the Supernova that are currently there right now, and that is because of Enma. That's the main reason why I feel like, you know, we're going to get a bit more of a one-on-one here with Zoro and Kaido, because we've seen it just sort of building up. Like, Oda's just been building us up with Enma this whole entire time since Zoro's got it, and seeing the flashback when Oden had it. and then showing that he was able to cut Kaido, and then Kaido's now finally realised it. And I think that if Kaido is really going to want to have some fun and going into his hybrid form, I feel like he is going to want to save Zoro until last. Like, obviously Luffy's right at the top and then Zoro, but because he now has Enma, he's going to want to test that against what Zoro is capable of and how he's going to use Enma against Kaido in hybrid form. So that's the way I could see it going. And then into, I know I'm going a bit further on here, but if it goes on into the next chapter, which it's most likely going to, then I can possibly see maybe 2 chapters, and then Luffy wakes up at the end of that second chapter, so like the following one, and then he's just sitting there observing, watching Zoro go up against Kaido. Maybe after that, that's when Zoro's like, you know what, I'm poofed for a little bit, and then Luffy comes in to stop Kaido from killing Zoro, and maybe we'll get to see him go straight into Gear 4 Snake Man, something like that. So what I want and what I think is going to happen, going over the first part, seeing Robin versus Black Maria for a whole chapter, if not show half of it and then show the rest of the crew going up against their matchups. And if that's not the case, I would like to see us go back up to the rooftop and seeing what Hybrid Kaido's all about, and seeing Zoro versus Kaido. That is what I would like to see. But what do I think Oda's going to do? Because Oda is very, very crafty. He could potentially switch back to the rooftop. I could see that happening. Or for the last few chapters, we have seen the rest of the Straw Hats, so he's probably going to want to focus on them. But then if he does go back, we're most likely going to probably get 2 to 3 chapters on the rooftop and then maybe switch back. That's the way I can see him going, unless he's got something ultimate, some big reveal that's going to make us all go like, oh my god, and then leave us in the dark about that. You know what Oda's like. I think that pretty much explains it and sums up what Oda's capable of, as we all know what he's like and what he's probably going to do. So hopefully Oda will deliver either Nico Robin or the rooftop battle. That's what I'm going for. So overall, guys, yes, that is my predictions for chapter 1006. So if you like this video, please smash the thumbs up. That's greatly appreciated. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. What are your predictions for One Piece chapter 1006? Make sure to hit the subscribe button because that'd be fantastic. Make sure to hit the notification bell so you guys never ever miss a post, and I will see you guys for the next video. So until then, see ya.